On our Facebook page, we are now live on Facebook, and I want to say hello to Janice and Nita and Tom and Michelle and Elsa and Laura, one of our regular chatters. Janice is here, also one of our regular chatters. Maureen. We have so many people who are chatting, and we have about 60 people in the chat right now. Now, DynaTrap brings us their half acre and full acre. This will trap bugs. It does not zap bugs. And I use the DynaTrap in my own home, and I can tell you it works like a charm. My neighbors love it too, because I'm between a half acre and a full acre, so I size up. And it does a wider area. Now, don't put this near where you're sitting. I have it around the corner from me where I usually am when I'm outside. And this works like a charm. It does the job, and the bugs are attracted to the TIO2, I think, or T102. This is carbon monoxide, and it's the carbon monoxide that typically attracts the bugs, and this will emit it. And they're also attracted to the light, and then there's a fan and a one-way valve. And they go down into the bin, and that's where they expire humanely. It doesn't zap them, it traps them. Now, we have colors, as you might imagine. We have forest green, slate blue, and granite in the half acre. And the same is true in the full acre. Now, slate blue and granite are exclusive to QVC. We're excited about this. It costs pennies to run per day. Now, we launched this on May 24th, I'm sorry. And over 18,000, this is the newest, latest, greatest model of DynaTrap. And I'll tell you, that bulb I think has to be changed, at least here in Pennsylvania, for like 5 years. So we'll get 5 seasons out of it. Let's welcome Sean Pickford, our DIY guy, and our DynaTrap guy, joining us on Teams Live. And Mr. Pickford, it's awfully good to see you, sir.
It's great to see you as well, David. So, yeah, I'm outside in the yard. You know what? I see a lot of bugs flying around other places, but they're not bothering me. They're not on me because I have my DynaTraps out. So I actually have 2 of them. I have a 1 acre around the corner here. I have a half acre out in the front yard. So as you said, we don't electrocute or zap the bugs. We attract them due to light, warmth, and the carbon dioxide that the DynaTrap gives off. So really innovative, really neat in how it works. And just to show you how well it works, these are my bugs, David. 2 weeks worth here in New Jersey.
When Sean is in studio, he brings that container of bugs with him, and I'm like, oh, you drive that in the car? This is lovely, because now you're going to be able to trap so many of the bugs that you're slapping and you're trying to wave away from your food.
Right.
This is going to be so important. And if people are between a half acre and a whole acre, you usually suggest that they size up. Is that right?
Well, I do, because I know a lot about mosquitoes and the other bugs and how nasty they are. But think of it this way. If you're between the two and you're not quite sure, the larger one attracts them from a larger area, but you're also emptying the bin half the amount of time because it's twice the size of the half acre. So you can't go wrong there. And look, either way, they cost less than 2 cents a day to operate. So if you're worrying, oh, this one might use more electricity than this one, no, they use the same amount. So nothing to compare or worry about there.
Let's talk about the bulbs, because the bulbs are going to last a good long time. How long do the bulbs last?
So 27 continuous months of use, okay? So same size bulb in either one of these. This is our brand new bulb, our brand new technology. So as you said, 5 years for us, David, because we're only going to use this when the temperature's above 50 degrees. Right. So we're not using it all year round. For somebody in California where the warmer temperatures, you get 27 continuous months of use before you would have to think about replacing it. And yes, we do have them on QVC.com.
Now, the bug list that this has been tested for continues to grow, and I love that we're able to resist these bugs. Now, we have it in colors, as I mentioned. This is the slate blue, exclusive. Then we have granite, also exclusive. And then finally, we have forest green, not exclusive. There is a little on-off button. You want to leave this plugged in all the time. Is that right, Sean?
Yeah, 24/7, because that's where you get the most amount of attraction and capture.
And it also includes these little chains for hanging if you want to hang this on a shepherd's hook or hang it from a porch area. Just don't put it near where you're sitting, because it's going to attract the bugs.
Yeah, that's just it. I mean, I love the way they look, and I wish I could sit it in the center of my picnic table. I love the color of the light. but it draws the bugs to them, so they may stop up and bite me before it finds the DynaTrap.
Yeah.
So keep it about 20 to 30 feet away from where you are if you can. You want it 2 to 6 feet off the ground. That's what we call the fly zone. That's where those bugs spend their time. This is what it looks like, but it's going to come to you fully assembled out of the box. All you have to do is plug it in. There's that UV light we were talking about. And that UV light emits out from all around the unit itself. It attracts those insects day and night. There's the carbon dioxide that it gives off. That's what makes this so special, because those bugs are really attracted to the carbon dioxide. They like the light and the warmth, but that puts it over the top. As you said, David, when it gets close enough, it sucks them down into the trap. They expire humanely. Then, I love this new feature, one-touch easy emptying system. You never have to touch the disgusting bugs you just attracted and captured. It couldn't be any easier.
Let's talk about the bugs that this was tested for. And I'm not sure if you can see your screen because you're outside, Sean, but the biting midges and no-see-ums, Japanese beetles, gnats, blowflies, drain flies, and mucids. But there are more to that list, yes?
Yeah, there's the mosquitoes, the flies, the wasps, the hornets, the moths, and even stink bugs. So 13 different flying pests that we effectively attract and capture. We did third-party independent studies, so we know it does it. It's not just me saying it or DynaTrap. So we actually sent these down to the University of Nebraska, and they did a little test for us. And it was very impressive, the amount of bugs we caught on that. So on the half acre, we caught 2,942 in 6 days. And on the half acre, we caught 2,543 in 7 days. And we counted every single one of the bugs. We wanted to know what was in there.
Now, Karen in our chat wants to know, does it work well on no-see-ums? And that was tested. That's one of the types of bugs that it was tested on.
I can attest to no-see-ums. I live in Brigantine, New Jersey. I'm a half a block from the bay. No-see-ums can drive you nuts down here. All right, I know they're out today because I took a walk and they were on me. All right, I'm standing in my yard. I've been out here for about an hour now. I do not have an issue with no-see-ums. It is awesome for the no-see-ums. So I love the way that it works on them. It's great on the mosquitoes and all those other bugs.
I mean, if you have ever sprayed bug spray on your arms or the body parts of your children, we get nervous about that. And sure, it repels the bugs, but what are we trading off, right? We're spraying chemicals onto our person, onto our bare skin, and that can't be a smart move. This is why this becomes so very important, and why so many people are turning into DynaTrap, because it traps, it doesn't zap the bugs. Now, the half acre is ordinarily $100 at retail. We're at $59.98. If you do the whole acre, at retail, it's nearly $150. We're at $89.98, and we're on 4 easy payments. This is a great time for you to take advantage of our big deal price and know that we can bring you a great solution for bugs in and around your home. Just don't put it near where you're sitting. Put it about 25 feet away. Is that right, Sean?
That's it, and leave it plugged in. Let it run. It costs less than 2 cents a day to operate. You can afford to do that.
And it includes everything, any assembly required.
No, out of the box, you basically plug it in. All right, if it's not already on, there's a little waterproof switch on the side. Just turn it on with that little switch over here. That's all you have to do. It comes with a 6-foot cord. If it's not long enough, you can plug it into an outdoor extension cord. I leave these out in snow, or in the rain, the hurricanes, all the storms. They're really durable. They're built really tough. Nothing to worry about.
Thank you, Sean. It's a pleasure to have you on Afternoon Coffee Talk, and always a great pleasure to bring DynaTrap to our customers. Thank you so much.
Thank you, David.
All right, now it's Afternoon Coffee Talk with David, and we have over 50 chatters in our chat on David Venable QVC. So we'll invite all of you to make your way over to Facebook, to my Facebook page, and join our chat if you have observations, if you have questions, you just want a little shout out, we can do that as well.